Alrighty, so this is Decent We the People News. One more time at it, y'all. Okay, so, further ado, go ahead and check her out, okay? And, now I came across her on an accident, and this came up on one of my YouTube things, because I apparently, in my past, watched her, reaction videos. So she does all kinds of different type of videos, and, this due to me watching some of her videos, just kind of relax and get out of my frame of mind and kind of get away from the law for a little bit. I needed something funny and this, that, here, and there. So I kind of watch her videos. And, but this popped up, and it's like, well, and it wasn't even really this one. There was a couple other videos of the same target. The reason why I'm saying target is because now the judge stepped in a mess. In public, on air. Before we get started, this is Decent We the People News. Okay, I'm not an attorney, not giving legal advice. Why? Because I'm not an attorney, nor care to be. Right? I don't want to have a ball and chain around my ankle. Now, that being said, never look straight forward. Always look around you. Be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. Siri. All right. Now the blonde light here, okay, when I talked about the lady here, YouTube channel, it'd be that one, okay? And this one was an attorney, I guess that helped out Trump. Don't know of her or about her or anything like that, but when I watched one of her videos, this lady's videos with her in it, she's a Spitfire attorney. You guys know how I am about attorneys, right? But if I can afford her, I wouldn't even worry about studying law. I was sick to pet bull on them. Figure of speech there, ladies. Calm down. All right, let's proceed forward and let's get dug into here, okay? Because this is going to be export communication. All right, and I'm pronouncing it wrong. I might have to hear it again to pronounce it correctly. Oh, you gotta love Latin words, right? And the judge stepped in a mess. Let's go.
I was doing some research this morning working on this appeal, and the law is really clear. If you have an ex parte communication with a witness during trial, it is reversible error. So this error is, and what that means in the legal world is that's about as bad as it gets. That means it's reversible. That means that any conviction is going to be reversed because of this. So if they want to try and remedy this, they better hurry up and remedy it.
So I have a bombshell video for you today, guys. Hi, it's your girl Melanie, and Ashley Merchant is going to lay out this case. Is an interview of Ashley Merchant after she went in and read the riot act to this corrupt judge in this horrible Fulton County trial, this RICO trial that Fannie Pack decided was going to be her linchpin to success. That in the Trump case, but both have been derailed. This judge is an absolute menace. He is corrupt. Something is going on, and we're going to continue to investigate. So this video is first going to recap what happened, because I know some of you guys know this, but a lot of people have not been keeping up with everything that has happened in this case. So we're going to recap with that, and then we're going to go right into the interview portion with Ashley Merchant. You are not going to want to miss this. She gives some bombshell information that you're going to want to hear on what's going to happen next and what is happening now.
Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt.
The judge in Young Thug's RICO trial orders the rapper's attorney to jail for contempt.
Now, how did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you? I'm not. You should have told me. You got.
He is speaking truth. The judge should have told that attorney. Now, just in case you guys don't know what this is going on, is the opposite parties having meetings of the minds with the judge, and judge is making some type of compromise with the other party without the other party being involved. It's a secret. Okay? That being said, I know this happens all the time, but not usually. on record, on televised, or even on Zoom. Okay, this is usually just don't even bluntly come out at it like this. Okay, a couple of videos back about Judge some time back, right? I got recorded, or did I? I might have to look. The intent was there, but yes, that's all. This is what it is. Is one party went into chambers and had meetings of minds with the judge, and that's not allowed. Period. In a lot of ways, the main thing is the violation of due process. Forget about the attorney confidentiality, this, that, here, and there. It's the violation of due process. And, you know, threats and coercions, and maybe impossibility of what? Treason can be involved. All right.
5 minutes.
This happened after lawyer Brian Steele refused to tell the judge how he found out about a meeting between the judge, the prosecutor, and a state's witness. Steele's lawyer is here with what's next for him and Young Thug's trial. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix. It was a crazy, wild day in court in Young Thug's trial. On Monday,
I've tried other golf balls, but Tyler's performance-wise is
She
the
gets
best
paid
for
for
me.
that, not me.
Sold
LOL.
a few.
started with testimony from Kenneth Copeland, who goes by Little Woody. Copeland wasn't really into testifying, despite being given immunity by the prosecution. He spent the weekend in jail after refusing to testify on Friday. Copeland took the stand on Monday and let it be.
Now, so you guys do know this, or don't know this, right? He was supposed to testify with immunity, but the immunity did not satisfy his actions, right? Because whatever he testifies, whatever he says or does, can be held against him in a court of law. Okay, so if there's anything he brings up as a witness and testifying within certain immunities, but they did not give him the full immunity. So if he did something federal violations or whatever, broke some law on the federal thing, well, they can turn around and come back and get him for them charges. So he's trying to cover his buttocks. He wants the full immunity if he wants to be a witness.
Known that he wasn't going to do it.
And Mr. Copeland, good afternoon. Do you want to be here?
Ma'am,
Do you want to be here?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, are you going to let me ask you some questions?
Okay.
How old are you?
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay. And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
For me, objection, Your Honor, that's hearsay. I do not have no first-hand knowledge or memory of me even being born. So whatever my parents say is hearsay because they're not here present and they're not a witness of how old I am. I would do that, right? Just to poke the bear a little bit.
I plead the fifth.
So after that, Brian Steele let the court know that he found out that Judge Earl Glanville, prosecutors, and Copeland, with his lawyer, met in chambers without members of the defense teams, including Steele, present.
I was told, based upon information and belief, that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, he did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out just recently, this is not waived, is that supposedly in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel.
Now, if you didn't catch her reaction when she looked over here, I'll rewind and check it again, right? They're in trouble.
Met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. It was told, based upon information and belief, that it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment. Can I interrupt you for just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Now, this seems
Maybe it should have finished the rest, right? He just now, what did he do? He did not plead the fifth. The judge did not plead the fifth. He just incriminated himself. You can't make this up, people. This is just a beyond hilarious of my behalf, right? Because you don't see this every day. The judge did not plead the fifth. He's on all kinds of records and perjured himself.
really unusual that a judge would be meeting in chambers with a state's witness and the prosecutor without a member of the defense team there. But Judge Glanville was furious that Steele found out about the meeting in chambers.
So, I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did. Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information? Who told you? What I want to know is, why wasn't I there? Why, sir, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who this. Tell me who this information was coming from. I don't want to be held in contempt. Well, then answer that question. That's attorney-client privilege information. I am not attorney-client privilege. Unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out. I tell you what, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me who if you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you. I'm going to put you in contempt because that is not attorney-client privilege. Attorney work product privilege. I am not. How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you? I'm not. You should have told me. You got.
Exactly, people. That judge should have told him, and not even done it in the first place. All right.
5 minutes.
Glanville actually ordered that Steele be thrown out of court for the day over Steele's objection and the objection of his co-counsel.
Well, I'm going to hold you in contempt, and you can think about it. 5 o'clock today, we'll see where you are at that stand on that point.
That being said, on my behalf, okay, again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving legal advice. Do your own research, right? At this particular time, the attorney should know this. Great. Now, is this a civil matter or criminal matter? Now, it's going to be eventually brought up, but I just want to get you guys, in my other videos, you heard me say this over and over and over, right? Now, there's been laws broken, okay? This attorney over here should actually call this bailiff right here to arrest this judge. Now, he won't do it because he's too ignorant of the law, allegedly. This attorney over here is not going to do about it because it's never been really a creature of a habit of having bailiffs arrest judges. He probably don't even know he can do it. And maybe want to keep the conflict down. All right? But that is what they're here for. They're to keep the peace in the whole court. They're not supposed to bow down to that man right there. He's not the king. We just got and let these people get so far out of control. It's unbelievable. He's to keep the peace inside this room for both parties involved. All right. So my defense, if he breaks a constitutional right against me, I'm to order him to that judge to be arrested. Okay. And when he comes close to me, stand back. Do not trespass upon thy man. Okay. Because men have rights. People have political power. And citizens under the 14th Amendment are subjects.
No, that's not what I understand the rule to be. I've not asked you sum and substance of what was said. I asked you how you got it. You can't do that. Yes, you can, because I have an idea how you got it. Well, I have an idea how you got it, but that's improper, sir. Your idea may be wrong, and you're asking me to listen. I told you the first time.
I may have an idea. He could say wrong. Objection, Your Honor, that's presumption. They like to use all these words. That objection, that's presumption.
I'm not
Sir,
going to
I
breach
don't
that
want I don't
confidence.
want to hold you in contempt, but this is that serious. Judge, you cannot eavesdrop and get information that was not meant for you to hear at that particular point in time.
The prosecutor on the case, Adrian Love, said there was nothing improper about what happened with this ex parte meeting in chambers regarding Kenneth Copeland being held in contempt.
We certainly.
All right, I'm gonna have to do part 2 because 15 minutes, right? I try to keep it short and sweet. Again, subscribe to this lady because if there's going to be any updates, I'm pretty sure she's going to well inform us. So subscribe to her, give her all kinds of love, and like I did, give her the thumbs up while you're at it. This is We the People News. Wait for part 2.